Hey, it's Mad along with Goo and Draki. Today we're going to talk about the 5 top units and a couple of consolation units that I am most waiting for in the upcoming couple of months, including this month in Dragon Quest Tactics. So stay tuned and be cool. Alright, just so everyone knows, I'm going to put down my video where I go through pretty much most of the units that I do expect. I didn't include the arena unit, but in all honesty, it's not the greatest unit overall. So let's start here with number 5. Number 5 is Overkilling Machine, which is out right now. This is kind of why I wanted to get this video out as soon as we can, to let people know that Overkilling Machine is still a top unit and barely under its quote unquote replacement Uber Killing Machine, which comes out in about 5 months. So Overkilling Machine is a wonderful unit that is both great in arena and actually slightly better in PvE. So for this is a unit that has a lot of overall power. Its main thing is obviously its inorganic attack. Increases inorganic physical power by 20%. Unfortunately, at least until we get Overkilling Machine, or sorry, Uber Killing Machine, that's not going to be as useful as it will be in the future, though, with the Uber Killing Machine as well, as those two will definitely like to be along with each other. And having that is going to become a better leadership effect in the future. But even with that, the skills that it has, crossbow, land impact, and atomic blade, are all very wonderful skills. Crossbow has a great range of 3. It does 195 physical damage. Uh, Honestly, you're only going to use it if Frizz is not available. Atomic Blade inflicts 250% power on all enemies. It's range 3. This is the better skill. It is, yes, 58. But from the most part, the mana is not a huge issue overall. And the last skill is Land Impact, can stun, and is a good AoE around itself. The movement +1 is also a huge deal, so it has great movement at +3 if you've got to do. Mine is currently at Atomic Blade Power +5%, as I put a decent amount of investment in this unit. And we have a couple of days left before this, and honestly, I'm going to say this, the Dragon Quest 7 units are not nearly as good as the units that are going to be coming through here. And actually, I already realized that I'll put another one in the consolation group overall. But Overkilling Machine is my number 5. Number 4. Demon King. And you're gonna go, man, you said, yeah, okay. Demon King is the by far the best of the Dragon Quest 7 units. It's going to be the last one that we get. Reduces enemy attack power by 20%. It's great for PvE. Frizz, the Magic Claw. That's a very nice skill when it, because it also can reduce power for 1 turn. And if you notice with this unit is got a leadership with reducing attack power. Its first skill reduces power. And actually, Horrible Shock which is a wonderful skill. Doesn't the 250% damage is okay, its range is okay. The main thing though is it can lower Zam resist for 2 turns as well. That is the huge bonus here that we're looking for. Is you land it once, lower Zam resist, you hit again, all of a sudden you've got even more power coming into it. So very, very nice. And it's a physical damage, so if you can also get a defense down on top of it, that's another way to enhance overall power. But interestingly enough, Demon King, Heaven and Earth, does 400% physical damage to question marks and 250% power to other units. It has the 3 there, but it just goes through. This is a great skill overall. And honestly, all 3 skills, plus the movement +1 here, just make this unit absolutely great in both Arena and PvE as well. Maybe even slightly better for PvE than Overkilling Machine, and a slightly worse in Arena. But all in all, both of these are very equivalent to each other. And this is going to be the best one overall for the Dragon Quest 7. So let's go quickly here to number 3. And 3 is Metal Dragon. And Mad, what do you mean Metal Dragon? So with the 2.0, we're going to get the Awakenings, Flowerings, and this is going to be a huge, huge upgrade to Metal Dragon, who is also an organic and is going to work really well with Overkilling Machine as well. It can occasionally double team with Missile, movement +1, a large increase in agility, and the Missile it can inflict very heavy physical damage in AoE and can lower defense as well. And so what the Metal Dragon does is it has this +1 movement, can occasionally use a missile basically with the double team if it's within range. And this skill, Missile, which is non-elemental, does massive damage, as people might have seen in Malcolm's event on Friday. But on top of it, can lower defense. And the other talent traits you can get are buffs in agility, which was its biggest weakness. All in all, by far the best increase in power and best flowering unit, especially early on. Maybe in a couple months or 4 to 6 months, we'll start seeing a few others, and it's even much better than Dragon Lords, and it makes Dragon Lord pretty powerful too. So I'm also going to put my the first month's worth of flowers that we saw in Japan or blooming, and we will. I will also have that there, so you can kind of go over and take a look at everything that's there. But in all honesty, Missile is just that powerful, and maybe should have been number 5 for Metal Dragon. But because if you've been pulling, I know there's a lot of people like, I got my Metal Dragon to 4 hearts. In a couple of days, you're going to be going, yeah, my Metal Dragon. This is going to be the unit that you should be focusing on first. My 2 and 1 are very close to each other, so let's go over a couple of consolation units, and one of them is actually going to be Rough from DQ7. He's the better hero out of the 2 by far, but he does kind of fall. Alright, our first main consolation unit here is Golden Slime, which is a great unit and could literally be the most important for a lot of people, or one of the easier skips for a lot of people, depending on one question. And this is why the Golden Slime kind of fits into the consolation prize. The question is, do you have Seraphie? If you have Seraphie, then as the Golden Slime, the only thing that the Golden Slime's going to help with is with CP for Seraphie, because I believe Seraphie is going to be used in 95 to 99% of the content over Golden Slime. And where Golden Slime would be better, Seraphie still is the second best overall. And so, kind of, if you are more limited on resources, I would say then skip. If you miss Seraphie and you need a healer, Golden Slime is a wonderful, fantastic unit, and really is one of the top 4 or 5 in the game. But unfortunately, it's behind Seraphie, and they both do the same thing, and that kind of limits everything overall. The main thing about Golden Slime is you have the ability to get 60% total of attribute resistance and element, debuff resistance other than charm. So, from an overall thing, it does a really strong ability to stay alive. Its heal is ridiculous, as it can also cure abnormal conditions. It can recover its own MP. The damage barrier also reduces damage to one unit by 15%, so that it can be added on top of the Golden Slime to just make it an absolute tank. The other interesting thing is the Gold Cannon does a massive amount of non-elemental spell damage and isn't just a healer like Seraphie and others. And this is the one area where you can really see a huge difference. Now, what you can do is in some PvEs where the battles are, the boss does just a huge amount of damage. What you do is you have Seraphie and Golden Slime. Golden Slime will hit the damage barrier to the tank. You then have Seraphie heal and boost the attack of your 2 main attackers. And at that point, you just whittle down a boss and just keep it there. You stand very still. It's a very slow, but man, that is a huge tank ability, huge turtle way of doing some things. It is possible. And also, when the Golden Slime has enough, it can do some pretty nasty non-elemental spell damage as well to make sure it can help out with damage as well. So, all in all, I still might actually still go for it just to have it, but it's not going to be as high of a priority as it would be because I have Seraphie as for others who don't have Seraphie. So, question is, do you have Seraphie? Then Golden Slime moves way down on the list. If it's the answer is yes. If you don't, Golden Slime will be probably your number one. The other one is Jigen Ryu here, or the Dimension Dragon, and on top of that, the Forest Dragon as well. But we're only going to go with the Dimensional Dragon here. 2 main reasons why. The first one is the leadership effect. Increases dragon breath power by 20%. Absolutely huge leadership effect. Puts dragons back into a potential usability in arena. And all of that. The only problem is beasts and inorganics, I think, are the superior arena. The superior arena units right now, families in JP right now. With the dragons just being a very good tanky style, where if you are trying to stay alive and okay with doing 3 or 4 turns, then these teams are nearly unstoppable because dragons have such high defense and HP, and with the dragon breath, a lot of AoE, that they don't do super big damage, but at level 120 with the dragon breath power. And with the Forest Dragon, if you can get corrosion on it, but the Forest Dragon is very slow, doesn't do a lot of damage, and has other issues. That's why it's like a 3 to 4 turn instead of 2 turns for arena. It is not for top tier arena, but for people who just like dragons, you can use them for arena. You just won't be able to get into the top 100 with them normally. The other ability with the Dimension Dragon or Jigenryu is that it ignores obstacles. This is why these two here, especially even if you don't have a dragon, and I'm just trying to do a top 5 here, but Dimension Dragon has a wonderful innate ability where it just allows to walk through walls, so it can kind of just go through and go, here we go, and boom, drop its breath. White Ice does massive damage to all enemies. Ice Prison's a pretty good skill too. It does physical crackle damage. And the Dimensional Wave is just a long, single, big bang breath damage. So it has other elements to it as well. It's a well-designed unit. It's just the problem is dragons aren't as strong as a lot of the other units. As I say, Inorganic is going to lead the way with Overkilling Machine, Uber Killing Machine, and our Metal Dragon. Fortunately, who's a dragon. And I'll talk about the other one for the last two here. But this does play, especially if you're more free to play. Arenasaurus or Halberdsaurus is probably your most powerful unit. Dimension Dragon will increase the power of the AoE of your dragon unit by 20%. And at the very least, even if you just get one, that's a huge bonus for your groups, and why I wanted to put this in the consolation prize right now. So let's go to really 1B. This is number 2, and the reason is this unit actually drops off while the other unit stays the same, if not slightly better, because of their leadership ability and also special ability as well. But first one is Demon Warrior Vera. Beast increases physical power by 10%. The leadership is not there. The main thing is she builds up power very, very quickly, especially if you get a dupe. You're going to team up her with another beast unit that I will talk about on the next slide. So if you guys know your units, you already know who my number 1 is going to be. She is going to be the arena queen for about 3 to 4 months. Then she'll start dropping off. There are some people who absolutely hate her and some people who really, really love her. And the main reason is she is really powerful turn 3, which is just a little slow, but her turn 2, especially if you sign it up right, her Beast King can just absolutely delete people overall, and that's kind of the big thing with her. Her ability, Kaganui, inflicts martial damage on all enemy, occasionally seals, which is a great ranged. Engage shot has a range 3, can draw units to you for 2 squares, so you can bring another unit that you want to make sure you can delete, and that also forces the enemy, especially if they like to crawl and they're trying to turtle on you. You move one down, you force a lot of the other enemies to come to you. And as I say, that Beast King, especially turn 2, when she increases her physical power, that's when it starts just deleting large amounts of units. Very, very nice. Her strength is that she's non-elemental. You can add one more to her. And honestly, for people who get 5 of her, and I know that's big territory here, that leads to massive destruction with Beast King. Just a fantastic unit overall. The number 1 here is...
Fiend, you shall not be permitted to go a single step further!
Our king here, King Leo Marquis de Leon. increasing beast physical power by 20%. Beasts are going to become a lot better in this game, and King Leo himself, or Marquis de Leon, is just great. Turns 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 increase beast physical strength in a 3 skill diamond. So on top of his increasing beast physical power, on turn 2, especially if Demon Warrior Vera is next to King Leo, all of a sudden you're looking at 3 plus another 20% boosts up. So King Leo, Demon Warrior Vera are work very well together as a unit, as a team. Reason why people will kind of look at me, why, Mad, are you Demon Warrior Vera? On a lot of the skill lists they have her as a C. It's more of combination with King Leo. Very powerful unit. Not so much for the attacks themselves, but as in to be able to boost everyone else. So if you see a Marquis de Leon, sorry, I want to keep saying King Leo here, but Marquis de Leon, you want to kill it first, especially if there are a lot of other beast units there, because on turn 2, all of a sudden those beast units turn into absolute beasts and monsters with the amount of skill there. Because it's both skill and physical strength, and that is just asking for a massive amount of damage overall. First skill is normal round. It's a martial damage, which isn't physical power, just for people to know, so it doesn't boost up there, but can stun, so it's a nice little whoo. The second one inflicts 75% zap power 4 times and can lower defense. And the last one is incredibly heavy physical damage to all enemies and lower defense. So with stun and lowering defense as well, very well built kit, very powerful unit. And these are the top 5 with the 3 constellations with Ruff, who is a good unit but just not a big enough unit from Dragon Quest 7. Second one is going to be Golden Slime for the constellation. Once again, kind of hard to place it for a lot of people because of Seraphy, and the third one is our Dimensional Dragon. But all in all, very exciting, very nice units. Santa Crystalina, who's going to be our December unit, or Christmas unit, I should say. Who knows? We might get it in November, just like we got Halloween in September. Great units, powerful, exciting. So what are you waiting for? What units are you looking for? Please like and subscribe. I just gave away a $10 gift card, and it's already been claimed. Congrats, Luis, on winning. I will be, if you subscribe, what I do is I will be randomly putting some $10 gift cards to people there, but I will only be putting it on my channel. There will be very little advertising of it, and that allows people who are subscribed to me to reap some rewards for the subscriptions. You can also catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Madgarou, and more importantly, I hope you guys are having fun. I will be doing some die videos as well in this coming week, so I hope you guys will see me there as well, and y'all have a good one. Have a good day, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Yeah, flip-flop. I don't know what's going on here, but I just upgraded my bot, and it says it's on, but it is not operating, so I don't know what's going on here. Oop. I know why that's not showing up. Give me a second. But I don't know why the bot is breaking the way it is. I think there's a communication issue going on. Let me go check real quick before I... Yep, bot's down. Bots down everywhere. It is still big. Let me reset and see if it's working again. But I think it's still being worked on because of Zeratar's machine got reset completely due to a Windows upgrade.